What's happening, y'all? Welcome to Game Day with Trey, man. This is once again Trey and my son Tristan.
What's up, guys?
Alright, we're coming here live trying to bring you guys some good information along with some predictions and something maybe so you can make a couple bucks today, man. But let's go ahead and get started, man. First topic, we got to cover the fact that right now I'm sitting 2-0 against the spread and 1-0 on over and under. So that puts me at 3-0 right now on my predictions that I've been giving out so far since we started this podcast. You know, I pride myself, okay, on understanding analytics and the data. And that's why I give you what I give you when I'm speaking to you on this podcast. So, let's start off with LA, man.
I think it's a wrap for y'all.
Listen, my prediction was good.
Y'all need to win at home.
If we don't win at home, it's over. I'm gonna be honest with you. We have to take both games. Yeah, both games. We got to go 2-0 in LA if we want to win this series. And I'm gonna give it to you live right now. White Wilt, if he makes it to the chip, that boy got a chance, man. White Wilt like that, dog.
If he makes it to the chip against the Heat, he's winning it. If the Heat make it to the chip, they're not.
Man, Jimmy Buckets ain't go. I mean, he might not. I mean, if they make it.
If Miami makes it to the finals, they are getting dog walked by either team out the West.
I can't say I don't agree with what he's saying right now, but at the same time,
it's just Jimmy.
I got to say the heart of Jimmy Butler, but I don't want to get ahead of myself right now. So back to LA. Yes, okay. There was a lot of things that went wrong last night. Okay. All right. First and foremost, Anthony Davis, he got one offensive rebound, but he literally was in on every offensive rebound. Stop. Leave offensive rebounds alone. You're not getting them already. Okay. And it seems like they're trying to push and transition right now. Like they are focused on actually moving that ball down the court faster than we are. And on every highlight that I watched tonight, like literally every highlight that I've watched, you got AD trailing behind Jokic, okay, on fast breaks. I can count 6 or 7 of them that I saw today. You know? So, at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. The only way we can climb back into this series is to win both games in LA. All right? We have to. Okay? LeBron missing on the underneath dunk. Like, I've never seen you do that. But at the same time, I do know you're only a few years younger than me. So, that type of stuff happens.
It's happening, you know what I mean? Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan's missed dunks.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that, you know. But anyway, yeah, if we don't pull it together right now, it's over. Okay, I'm going to stick a fork in us. But that's if we don't win Game 3. See, Game 3 is like the opening round of a fight. Okay? Yes, we already know each other. We've already fought before. Okay? But Game 3 is when you really find out who is here to fight. Because that's when you go to somebody else's house or you're back in your own house. Now, Under Armour used to say, we must protect this house. You feel me? In LA, that's what we own. I feel LeBron gonna do it. EKG, he had another EKG game last night. He went ahead and scored like 18 points or something like that on 14 rebounds, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't do that. This is the playoffs.
14,
this is the finals. Like the WCF. This is where it gets down at right now. Western Conference Finals, man. You got to be here to play. But like I said, that's how I'm feeling about the situation. Not only as a Laker fan, but also as an individual who is an avid sports watcher.
So, how do you guys stop the Nuggets in general, because it's not just Jokic. Jokic didn't necessarily.
He didn't do anything.
He didn't have a monster night last night.
Yeah.
It was Jamal Murray.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, we almost won again. Mm-hmm. It was a very close game.
It was.
Okay. So it was a low-scoring game, just like I said it would be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we slowed the game down. We came out with Rui. He didn't start, which was a problem. D'Lo, you can't keep shooting 1 for 12. LeBron, you haven't made a 3 all series. That's 2 games. You haven't made a 3 in 4 games, I think.
If I'm correct, LeBron had 4 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. You know.
You can't be doing that.
You went the brick on me, man. All right, and I hate to bring that back up because I used to actually say that a lot of times, even when you were with the Heat. But you went the brick on me, and I love you. I love the way you play. I love what you do. Hell, man, we all make mistakes sometimes, and we all don't always get to the point that we need to get to in the situation or in the moment, which is a learning moment. And that's what I believe LeBron's going to do. I believe he's going to learn from the situation of what just happened. Learn from the fact that he keeps taking all these threes. Learn from the fact that he keeps taking all these jumpers. Learn from the fact that in the beginning of the game, he went, I think, 8 for 9, all right, and he went straight to the cup, all right, on all 9 of those shots. So if you know what's successful and what's going to win for you, you got to do what's going to win for you.
I also want to, my take from yesterday, I believe you guys could have used Draymond. Draymond on Jamal Murray.
Man, if we had Draymond, man, Yoke wouldn't be doing what he's doing right now. If we had Draymond, there would be no Yoke doing all of the foolishness that's happening. Okay?
Or Jamal Murray,
all right. Pause. Let me respect White Will. Okay. Yeah, of course, he's going to be held down lower than what we're doing to him right now. I mean, you actually going to get some Monkey D out there consistently, some strength, a little bit of person who ain't fearing you, but he's still going to triple double. I mean, Draymond, that's going to happen.
You could also use,
but Draymond is not going to let them come back and let them do what they did to us, because we honestly had the lead at one point, brother.
I know. You guys were by 10.
Exactly.
And then I also believe if you have Draymond would tell LeBron, hey, knock it out. Stop this foolishness. What is this 3-pointer? Stop it.
Yeah.
Because he is that kind of guy. He will tell you what you need to do.
And even if you don't want to hear it.
And the thing is,
which is a valuable thing to have on a team at all times.
And what a lot of people don't understand about him and LeBron, they're actually friends.
I know,
LeBron
like
went
I
to
said,
Draymond's wedding.
I told you last night, man. Clutch Sports, okay, is the link, and business. That, I mean, they've been on the shop together several times. They've been there's a lot that they do together. So I honestly feel as if they would pair up great.
I think y'all need him.
I mean, and not to be honest with you, flash forward right now. Say we lose the series, okay? Say we lose the series and we go into the off season, all right? And D'Angelo keeps playing like he's playing right now, and acting as if he is going to lay down on the team. And just to be honest with you, if you lay down on me, if you're on my team and you lay down on me, and you're laying down on me because of the fact that you're not the best matchup for the team right now, and I'm telling you to take a role that's a lesser role, and you're not accepting of that role because of that fact, then you're not on my team. You never were with me in the first place. Okay? We never were seeing eye to eye on how we wanted to come to winning. Because at the end of the day, it's about winning. All pride to the side. Gotta be like that. In every aspect of life. From business to sports. Pride gotta be put to the side, and you gotta get to what the goal is. Which is, in their point, that chip. But, alright. That's LA. Let's get back to something that my son brought up last night, man, and I'm going to be honest with you. He was ahead of the curve. Okay, this was ahead of the curve call. This was something that I kind of gave him dap on, man. So now that everybody around the whole world is talking about what's going on out there in Portland, okay, and they're talking about how maybe Dame needs to be traded, or just kind of like, somebody that's sitting here wearing the blue shirt said, you feel me? Where do you sit on that now?
So, actually, a couple of hours ago, a reporter came out with a report. His name is John Hollinger. It says speculations is already widespread that a package of the third pick and Anthony Simons might be used to snag an elite small forward. To pair up with Dame.
Okay.
They have no intentions of moving on.
So like I said last night, the question is, who is the elite small forward? Like, let's go around the league real quick. Elite small forwards: LeBron James, small forward / power forward, not getting them. Paul George, injured. Kawhi Leonard, injured. Draymond, getting older. Clay, getting older. He can play small forward or two. Let's go Durant. He can play the 3 or the 4, and he's locked in where he's at right now. He's not going nowhere. Zon, he plays the 2 or the 3. Locked in where he's at, wants to be traded, but do you really want somebody like Zon right now?
No, do you? But Brandon Ingram.
Man, B.I., man. Now, B.I. has been a favorite of mine for a long time. I've been following B.I. since he was at Duke. All right? So, I really love his game. I love the way he's matured and grown since he has came into the league. I was not in agreement with trading him. When we traded him, I honestly thought we should have traded Lonzo Ball and kept B.I. because B.I.'s game is transcendent to where the league is right now. Okay, the league was in a transition when he came in the league. We were going from a league with big men doing big men things, sliding down to big men on the outside. Everybody trying to play like Durant. That type of stuff there. You know what I mean? A lot of jumpers, a lot of Sean Marion type stuff going on. All right. So, in that aspect, I believe he'd be a great fit. But, I mean, that's not going to take you over the top. Dame wants to win a championship. So, all you're doing is spinning your wheels in the mud by going and go get B.I. Don't waste B.I.'s time and don't waste Dame's time. Trade that third pick, trade Dame. Okay, give him an opportunity to flourish. You know, kind of like Garnett did in his elder years. You remember, Garnett did take the Minnesota Timberwolves to the Western Conference Finals back in the day. Okay, so you have to understand that history repeats itself. All right, he was one who said he was not leaving Minnesota. He said, just like Dame, I love where I'm at. This is what I do. I'm from here, and I'm not even from here. You feel me? Just like that. So you got to respect a gangster when a gangster speaks, but at the end of the day, he did choose to leave, and they chose to let him leave because they wanted to let him spread his wings. You know, that Garnett was a Hall of Fame player, okay, and deserved to get a chance to get a ring. And I believe Dame is the same thing. I just don't think that B.I. is going to do that for him. I don't think, let's go around the league. What other small forwards are there? Because
Tatum's not leaving.
Tatum's not going anywhere. You could trade Jaylen Brown there, but that's not going to be enough. Jaylen Brown's a dog. He ain't going to be enough. Okay? Jaylen Brown needs to go down to a team where he can lead the team and be the one. So that means that if he can go down to a team like, and I hate to say it, you know, call it some home cooking when I say things like this, but if he could go to Orlando, okay, and be the alpha there, or, okay, let's put him in a place where he can actually win. Okay, let's put him in a place where he can actually win. Let's put him in OKC. He can win with all those youngsters. He could lead all those youngsters. Okay, I think he could do that in Orlando too, because the teams are about even.
How would that work in OKC?
How would it work in OKC? They got all those big men with Giddy. You keep Giddy down there, and you keep Gilgeous Alexander.
So
And
what position is Brown playing? Because Shea's their point.
yeah, Giddy's gonna move. He's 6'7", and Jaylen Brown's 6'7". So you could put Jaylen Brown at the 3.
Well, they already
and he plays D.
They got like almost a 7 foot.
I don't need that 7 foot small forward who's not doing anything. I need somebody who's a dog who's going to lead the team. Now, if we're not talking OKC and a young mob like that, then let's talk an established team. All right, let's put him over there in Philly with Joel Embiid. Okay, and get James Harden up out of there. You know what I mean? Like, since he's going to Houston anyway.
I put him in Sacramento.
Sacramento would be nice too. But the thing is, who is going to sacrifice the Rock? Jaylen Brown is not going. When he becomes his own team, his own mob, he is not sacrificing.
He's not becoming his own team. He's joining a team and he's helping what they have. He's joining Fox and Sabonis.
When Jaylen Brown leaves, if he leaves, it will be to have his own, to be his own. So that he doesn't have to share it.
He's not going to Philly because it's not his own down there. He has to share it with Embiid.
The thing is, Embiid can't get it without someone like him. So that's what makes it his. All right? At the end of the day, a player can be in a position, all right, or an individual can be in a position of leadership. And it's just like in wildlife. Okay, when you see another alpha come, that's a greater alpha than that individual, you gonna acquiesce. Now, I could point to Golden State if Durant was a greater alpha than Steph Curry, but that's not what it was. Okay, so the only reason that Steph Curry acquiesced to Durant, and let's be clear about this, I want everyone to understand this because most people don't even speak on this, is because a true leader, okay, understands that you become a leader when the people look to you as the leader before you call yourself the leader. Durant don't know about that. You feel me? So, anyway, back to where we at right now, man. So, what else you got? Give me another small forward.
They have to go out and get
exactly
power forward.
Exactly. Look, there is no trade.
I stick with the Porzingis trade I said yesterday.
There is no trade that puts Dame Lillard in a position to compete for a title in the West. He is not beating Booker and Durant. He is not beating, and whoever they add, he is not beating. As of right now, definitely ain't beating LA. If Ja Morant doesn't get suspended for a long time, then he's not beating them. Okay? There's some teams that he ain't beating the Kings. I think he needs to come to the East, join one of the beasts.
You never know with him. You never know with him. You never know if he's going to leave or stay. I want him to leave personally. I wanted him to leave for a couple years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now's the best opportunity.
Yeah.
But I still personally think if they keep him, I stand by my Kristaps Porzingis for the 3rd pick.
All
and
right.
you also get Washington's pick. And because you're giving him Anthony Simons, go ahead and take someone else out of Washington too.
You're not getting anything for that. I mean, you're not winning. It's not winning. It's not winning, man. I like it. It looks good. It builds a great foundation. But you're talking about a player that's got 3 to 4 good to great years left. Mm-hmm. All right? Those 3 to 4 years of good to great, you got to capitalize on that. You got to get the title now. Next year, you got to be in the running. So you got to be in the WCF. And then the following year, you got to be in the finals. That way, it gives you 2 more years to fail if you failed that year.
Portland must have money, and we just don't know about
Oh,
it.
Portland always got money.
They must have
Portland
money
always
this
got money.
offseason.
Portland is one of the.
Portland must be looking for free agents. They must be plotting, and we don't know about it.
No, it's just Dame doesn't believe that he can't do it, and that's the problem. That's the problem. He doesn't believe. I run into that sometimes. There's a lot of things I believe I can do,
Yeah.
and I put myself out there. And if I don't end up getting it done, at least I tried and I learned from the situation. But I still tried. Dame is that same type of dude. Very loyal, very with what he's with, and lives by principles. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I can understand why Dame does what he does and how he's doing it. You know, I can dig that. I can fully understand it. But at the end of the day, I don't want him to. I want him to win. I want him to get one. He deserves one, man. Don't be Gary Payton.
I don't know. He himself seems like he doesn't want to win.
No, he wants to win it on his own. He wants to win it his way. He wants to do it his way. And there's nothing wrong with a man wanting to do something in life their way.
It's not going to happen, though. Look where you're at.
I know.
Unless they have a plan that they are building right now.
Which is why I say trade Dame, keep the third pick, and you might be able to build you something decent, man.
I don't
you got
think
an opportunity
they don't
right
want to
now.
build. They want us. That I think they're
They're
playing.
not getting the chip. You're not getting Portland. If anyone in Portland is watching this, you are not winning a chip. You're not. It's over.
They're down 2-0.
Yeah, maybe this year we ain't win that chip. Okay,
Next year,
maybe,
LeBron's will-
maybe next year. You know,
Next
it
year,
depends on who we get. You know,
LeBron's
we
old.
do make moves. We
LeBron.
make moves.
If you get Draymond.
Get Draymond, this guy. All right, man. On to the next topic, man. So we did. Let me talk about Harden, since we're talking about people moving organizations real quick. Okay, what's up with Harden? Like, there was a report that came out from Bleacher Report today where James Harden has basically stated through his contacts and through his people that this summer he will be going back to Houston and rejoining the Houston Rockets. All right, so that means he's rejoining the Houston Rockets with people that were never there when he was there. Okay, it's going to be a whole bunch of youngsters: Jalen Green, Jalen Harden, and who else is over there, man? They got Jabari Smith Jr.
Yeah.
I like that. They have players, man.
John Wall again. Gotta mention it. He's there.
John Wall. Nah, man. Like I'm sorry. Okay, I've had 3 surgeries on my knee, so I know what a knee feels like after you've had total reconstructive surgery. After you got no ACL, you got no cartilage. You know, I broke my other leg. Like, I know what it. Like, no, you're not. You avoid playing basketball. He's in it for the money right now.
He avoids playing basketball for the Houston Rockets.
He avoids playing basketball for everybody.
He played for the Clippers.
Until they kicked him off the team because he wasn't playing.
And sent him back.
You can be on the court and be not playing. You can be on the court and not be playing. I see plenty of people on the court, on the field, on the pitch that are not playing. You know what I mean? It happens. You can be there and not be playing, man. So, once again, the reason I feel like James Harden is going back to Houston, just like he said in the Bleacher Report, and it's all coming out right now, or this could be a pitch for leverage, but I'll get back to that in a second. All right? But the reason I think James Harden is going back is because of the fact that James Harden loves Houston. The city of Houston, the fans, okay? He loves the people of Houston. And his love for the people of Houston and his lack of comfortability in the city of Philly, okay? Nothing against the city of Philly. Got family there. Love y'all over there. You know what I mean? Good people. City of brotherly love. And, yeah, he's not comfortable there. He just doesn't like it. It could be the environment, could be the North. I don't even remember. I think he's from L.A. He's from the West Coast. Yeah, he's from L.A. So he's not going to be an East Coast type dude, to be honest with you. The whole vibe, the cold, the snow, all that, you know, I mean, I know he didn't like OKC, so, but he did like winning. But the thing is, I think that he's just thinking, man, if I'm going to lose, and nothing against Philly, once again, I love Philly's team, 76ers, the city. I think Joel Embiid is a great center. I think he just needs to capitalize on the advantages he has in the game, you know, backing people down, being in the paint more, not playing like a shooting guard. Those things would help him a lot, especially in the playoffs. You know, but nothing against his game. I just think that there's some things he could be doing a little bit better in order to get to the final goal. So, like I'm saying, he ain't feeling the city. It might not even be Joel Embiid. He just ain't feeling the city. So if he ain't feeling the city, then he ain't going to stay in the spot, period. And if he feels like if he's going to lose, which is what just happened, and then it happened the year before this too, okay, then why not go somewhere where I'm comfortable, my family's comfortable, I can move like I want to move, I can feel how I want to feel, I can go where I want to go, I can do what I want to do. That's H-Town, baby.
Basically what he's saying is Harden, he's a club guy. He's going back to H-Town for the clubs. Same reason why he went to Philly. He wanted to try the Philly clubs. He loves Houston's.
Yeah, well, you know.
Harden will never be the same player as he was when he left Houston the first time. Because of clubbing.
All that is correct. All right, I did say it a couple nights ago. Something that you guys will get to see maybe soon. I don't know. I'll cut it up, send it to you. You know, it was a production meeting that I did say it though. That James Harden just loved to be out, and it's nothing against loving to be out. I was someone who loved to be out. Like, I love to be in the club. I love to be around all my homeboys, hanging out, you know, living the life. That was my deal when I was younger. Now, he's not younger anymore, but it's still his thing.
Yep.
And I'm going to be completely honest with you and everybody that's watching right now. James Harden is a throwback to the 1980s, okay, player. All right, so that means that he is all in for everything that comes with the life. You know what I mean? Every single thing that comes with the life. All right? Remember, James Harden did report to Houston, blow it up at one point because he wanted to leave. All right? And then he got to Philly and cut that thing down like he needed to because he wanted to stay. Like, this is an individual who's going to show you how he feels. And when someone shows you how they feel, you got to listen to what they're telling you, man. You listen to what their actions are telling you. Do not continue to let somebody repeatedly bludgeon you if their actions are showing you that they're going to beat you across the head. And that's what he wants to do. He wants to go to every owner in the league and beat them across the head for a 4-year deal. That's what he said on Bleacher Report. So, I mean, I don't know anybody besides Houston who would give him a 4-year deal. So, 4-year deal to Houston. I think it'll actually happen. I mean, Bleacher Report called it. I'm giving them their props. Definitely good reporting. And I already thought it was going to happen. You know, so.
I feel like a lot of people did.
Yeah. All right, so. Last but not least, what everybody's been waiting for, man. Let's get to the game tonight. All right, so. The Heat are really 7 wins away from an NBA championship. Real or fake?
Fake. They're 7 wins away. Not even, because they're not winning a championship. They could make it to the finals. The only championship they're getting is the Eastern Conference championship.
Okay. Well, with that being said, the game tonight, Boston's giving up 9. The over-under is 215.5. Uh, and there's a lot of things that you can learn from the last game, as well as a lot of things you can learn from analytics. Okay. I'm going to give you some numbers real quick, you guys. All right. So, when you bet teams that lost the previous game by at least 12 and a half points against the spread, all right, remember when looking at the historical betting data, the reason I'm bringing that up is because they just lost by 15 points. Okay, 15 and a half to be honest with you when you add the spread in, or somewhere around there. All right, that's over the 12 and a half. All right, when you're looking at that historical data, you've got to understand that you're looking for the margin of victory rather than the difference between what happened in the actual game. So that means you're looking at the spread added on to the actual total so that you can find out what was predicted versus what actually happened. All right, remember when we are betting and we're picking numbers and picking spreads and all that stuff there, Tristan, when you're doing things like that, you have to understand that you're looking for what you're anticipating, not for what's really going to happen. Don't ever get fooled by looking for what's really going to happen. And that's not just in betting, that's in everything in life. When you're looking at analytics, numbers, and facts, understand that data is only going to tell you a certain picture. It's only going to give you what historical data you put together and then what you're actually trying to find as your findings. But there's going to be so many different variables that you're not going to be able to see that can happen. And that's why I'm going to give you these facts. So, game 1, Miami scored 123 points. I'm sorry. It was 123 to 116. The spread was 8.5 points. All right, so that means Miami won by 15 points. Still based on the data, this is an even better bet when team is favored by 8+ points. Remember, tonight, Boston is favored by 9 points. All right. If I remember correctly, at halftime, Boston was actually up by like 13 points or some craziness like that when they were playing them, man. So that 46-point quarter, did it happen? Yes.
Yes.
Will it repeat itself? No.
No.
That's not happening
Probably
again.
not.
They won, I'm not saying not again, but not in this game, okay? Boston is in the last, what is it? The last, in this circumstance, teams have racked up a 37-18 record against the spread, which is a 67% winning rate. So that means that Boston has a 67% chance to winning the game tonight, but we're not even going to get there right now because we're going to talk about what Boston has done. Mm-hmm. Boston actually, in the last, let's see, how many games? 14 games. They're 10-4 against the spread at home. They're 11-4 against the spread against winning teams at home, and they're 12-5 in the last 17 games against the spread at home. All right. Take the money line. Take Boston. All right, because at the end of the day, they also are 10-10 in the last 20 playoff games against Miami. Mm-hmm. Okay, they're not playing everybody else. Miami is the most scrappiest team in the NBA. All right, there's only 82 games in the season, and they actually have either won or lost 42 of those games by 5 points or less. So you're talking about a team that's going to be out here to fight. They dogs. I believe they had like the number 2 defense in the NBA. They also were one of the lowest scoring teams in the NBA. But Boston has the number 4 or 5 defense in the NBA. Okay, now when I watched the game the other night, there was a lot of offense being played. There wasn't a lot of defense being played like that. But knowing that they have the defense like that does not scare me away from that over-under. All right? They went over 3 times in a row in Boston. The last 3 times that Miami has played Boston, in Boston, mm-hmm. It went to like 225, 230. Okay? Over-under is 215.5 right now. So I'm trying to tell you to take the over and take Boston with the money line. That's who I'm feeling. But Tristan, why is it that you feel Boston?
So, I am feeling Boston this game simply because I don't think you can count on the rest of the Heat besides Jimmy and possibly Bam to show up. Maybe Kyle Lowry because he is an experienced veteran, but
so hold up. You're saying that it's not going to be 8 different players from the Miami Heat that are going to score 15 or more points?
No.
You're saying that Kyle Lowry ain't going to score 15 points or more.
He may, but I don't think so.
Max Strus?
No.
What about that Zeller boy? You don't think he going to get out there and do anything?
I honestly don't even think Bam's going to do anything. I think he might potentially, hopefully he does have
8 rebounds.
8 to 10, maybe even 12. And
13 points.
I'm hoping for a 20 point. That's what I'm hoping for.
20. Okay.
That's what they need.
If he gives you 20 points, they win. He gives you 20 points. He gives you 15 rebounds. Okay. And Jimmy Buckets is Jimmy Buckets. That's a W for Miami, man. I'm not going to stop and hold you up on that. Okay. That's why.
But that's what I'm hoping for. I don't think it's
I'm
going
just being honest. I feel like Miami came into Boston with the thought process that these people are disrespecting us. We got to come in here. We got to handle our business. We steal one game from them. Okay. If it gets too out of hand tonight, yes, of course we fight. But if it is what it is, it is what it is. We're good. We're going back to Miami 1-1. You know, I also like hell. Excuse my language, but if you're really trying to get froggy, you could also take Boston at the half. Now I would like Boston at the half, giving up that 5.5 more than I actually like the actual end of the game, just because of how Boston has come out in all of their games that they come out to win. They actually come out and fight, and they were fighting hard. They won 3 out of the 4 quarters the last game. 46 points in a quarter, a team shooting 16 for 31 from 3. Miami shot 16 for 31 from 3. All right? Mm-hmm. That is unheard of, man. Come on now. I know it's the playoffs. I know everybody's going to step up. I know that it's big game time. Big game players make big game moments, man. And that's how it go down. But at the end of the day, we talking about Beantown, dog. We talking about the guard. I mean, man, you talking about Celtic Stadium. You talking about the history there. You talking about they shooting for the 18th title. All right, they shooting to be the king of the NBA. Mm-hmm. All right, the best franchise in NBA history is what they trying to be. There's a lot riding on this right now. A lot. So.
I still have Boston, but as somebody who likes Miami, grew up liking Miami, praying, hoping Bam come out with a 20-point game tonight.
Yeah. I can see it. I can see Bam coming out, but I mean, I'm not seeing it happening tonight. I could see it happening, but it's not happening tonight, you guys.
I don't think it is.
It's just not. I mean, if it does,
for the best.
If it does, I would be highly surprised and definitely elated by it. I mean, I like Miami. I'm from Florida, man. You know what I'm saying? I like Miami. But at the end of the day, man, it's just not happening this game. I feel like they won the first game because they had the best coach. And I feel like if they do win this game, or if they cover the 9, it's because they got the best coach. All right, Miami has the best coach in this series. All right, they're clearly Spoelstra's clearly out coaching Mazzulla. Mm-hmm. All right, Joe Mazzulla, he's running circles around him. It is what it is, you know, and he's doing it with undrafted free agents. Call it what it is. That's great coaching to me. Mm-hmm. That's coach of the year type stuff. But, you know, that's just how I feel about it, you guys. So, once again, I appreciate everybody coming out. I hope that I give you some good information so that you'll be able to take advantage. Please like and subscribe. Be on the lookout for the rest of the productions coming from ITBM Productions. And have a blessed day. Stay safe, y'all.
See you.